guys, welcome to my channel Acharya Prayashi, and my name is Prayashi Barthwal, a verified educator on Unacademy for Paper 2 Labour Welfare Code 55. I've qualified CBSE UGC NET twice in November 2017 and July 2018 in Labour Welfare Code 55. So guys, as you can see on the screen, in today's session I am going to discuss with you that what do we mean by or what do we understand by the levels of management, and that basically play a very important role when it comes to your examination point of view, right? So guys, as I said, I'm verified educator on Unacademy as well. So this is the below mentioned link. You can go to Unacademy, you can watch all my free courses available on the platform. If you really think that these courses are very much helpful and effective for you, so what you can do, you can also get the subscription by using my referral code Prayashi Live, and you can avail 10% discount as well on that, right? So let's quickly start with this. So as you can see directly on the screen that when it comes to the levels of management, we all are quite aware that levels of management comprises into three different categories. The first category is the top level or the administrative level. The second category includes the middle level or the executory level, and the third category talks about the lower level or supervisory, operative or the first line managers, right? So all these things will come under the category of the low level management. Now subsequently we can also say that top level or administrative management can also be considered or considered as the upper level management, then middle level management, and then lower level we call it low level, supervisory, operative and the first line managers. Now when it comes to the upper level management, so they are actually responsible for the long term goals, the products, the services, the markets, the business organizing part. We all have designation that are part of like top level management or upper level management, that is CEO, CFO, COO, CTO, Chief Technical Officer, VP Marketing, then we have VP HR, VP Finance. When we talk about the middle level management, so middle level management basically what they do, they interpret the plans and they set the action that have been communicated to them by the top level to the low level management. So you can say that they basically act as a bridge between the top and the low level management. Then we have a low level management. So lower level management basically includes the implementation of the plans, jobs like team leaders, assistant managers, foremen and the shift managers. So they all will come under the category of the low level management and the first line managers as well. So now let's have a quickly, let's try to understand the top level management and the role associated with it. So when it comes to the top level management guys, so it consists of the board of directors, chief executives or the managing directors. The top management is the ultimate source of authority, and it is the one who is actually going to manage the goals and the policies of an enterprise, right? It devotes most of the time on the planning and the coordinating function. So that means top level, the management is very much dedicated towards the planning or the formulating the policies, etc. Right? When it comes to the roles and responsibilities, so the objectives and the broad policies of the enterprise, they basically dedicate their time towards the objective, setting the objectives, goals and the policies of any particular business or an enterprise. It issues necessary instructions for the preparation of the departmental budget, procedure and schedules. How much the budget should be allocated to each department, how the things should function, what should be the right schedule that everyone should follow. So these all policies related to all these things will definitely come under the category or the roles and responsibility of the upper level management. They prepare the strategic plan and the policies for the enterprise, and they appoint the executive for the middle level management as like departmental head. So they will be directly involved in the hiring process of the middle level management, and they provide guidance and the direction to the middle level people, and they follow them and they work accordingly or they function accordingly. Now let's talk about what do we mean by the middle level management and what exactly is the role associated with the middle level management itself. So we can say that when it comes to the people who are part of the middle level management, so we can say that the branch managers and the departmental managers, they constitute the middle level management itself, right? They devote more time on organizational and the direction functions. Whatever the direction have been given to them by the top level management, so they will be entirely dedicated towards it, and they will be doing, or they will be functioning accordingly whatever the orders and instructions have been given by the upper level management. Now let's talk about what are the roles and responsibilities. So they basically execute the plans of the organization in accordance with the policies and the directives of the top management. Whatever the plans have been formulated by the top level management, they will help the management to execute all these plans. They will participate in the employment and the training of the lower level management. Of course, they will be assisting the top level management for the recruitment purposes, the induction purposes, the staffing purposes, and imparting the training and development need, fulfilling the training and development need of the employees. Then they will interpret and explain the policies from top level management to the low level. So that's why I told you in the beginning that it will act as a bridge between the top and the low level management. They will send the important reports and other important data to the top level management, right? They will evaluate the performance of the juniors managers, that when it comes to the promotion, increments, and the performance appraisal, so they will be evaluating the data and they will be processing the data to the top level management as well regarding the promotion opportunities. And they will definitely be in responsible for inspiring the lower level managers for the better performance, that how they can motivate, how they can retain the best people in the organization so that they can perform better and best as well, right? All right, last but not the least, we have the lower level management. Now we really need to understand that what do we mean by lower level management. So lower level people are also known as the supervisory people, operative level of the management. It consists of supervisors, foremen, section officers, and superintendent and the first line managers. Many of the students, they get confused with the first line managers. So when it comes to the first line managers, they think that will definitely come under the category of the middle level, right? But that's not the true. First line managers, just like your assistant managers, and below assistant managers, we all have a shop floor workers. So assistant manager will come under the category of the low level managers. That's why we are calling it a managers, right? They are concerned with the direction and the controlling function of the management. So when it comes to the low level, so they are highly dedicated towards the direction. Whatever the direction has been given to them by the middle level people, they will be directly involving them, they will be directly following that, and they will also be controlling the things, right? When it comes to roles, so assigning of jobs and tasks to the various workers, so they will be responsible for giving the direction to the workers, assigning the day-to-day duties, responsibilities to them. They will guide and instruct the workers for their day-to-day activities. They will be responsible for the quality as well as the quantity of the production. So yes, they will have a eye on the qualitative production, on the quantity as well, how much the quantity, how much production is going on, how much the unit have been produced, and they will also have an eye on the quality assurance, right? That the quality should not compromise when it comes to the quality. So they will be making a team separately for that purpose. Entrusted with the responsibility of maintaining the good relations in the organization, absolutely. So they will be emphasizing on how they can actually make a good interpersonal relationship in the organization. So that also plays a very important role in that. They will help to solve the grievances of the workers, how the grievances can be solved, as we already know that at the prompt action is actually required when it comes to the solving the grievances. So that all again plays a very important role. They will be responsible for providing the training to the workers, again, so that the shop floor level workers or the low level workers training and development need could be fulfilled, or technical need could be fulfilled. So they will be imparting the training as well, and arranging the necessary materials, the machine, the tools, techniques, and the allocation of the resources so that work could be done. So all these things will come under the category of the low level managers or the first line managers, who will be responsible for getting the work done by others or the workers who are working under them or directly reporting to them, right? So guys, here we have learned that what do we mean by different levels of management, and when it comes to different level of management, what kind of a designation do we use in three levels of management, and what could be the roles and responsibilities associated with these levels of management, right? So that's all from my side for today, guys. So we'll be adding a very small and crisp videos based on the topic, and all these videos will be very, very relevant and important for all the aspirants who are preparing for UGC NET in Labour Welfare Code 55. This is the journal management topic, so this would be very, very important and relevant to the aspirant who is preparing for management and commerce as well. And all my courses or my videos will be very, very helpful for you guys for NET as well as your PSU examination, right? So that's all from my side. See you very soon with the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.